Hi, welcome to Hikate's Crossing. What I want to do is begin the Hallowquest with the Arthurian Tarot, and I think you could sort of do this to start with any tarot deck that you've got. But let's begin. I want to start with what's the most important factor in this course for me, and then I've got to choose 3 cards. So the first 3, I feel that's popped out here, which is interesting, is the Grail Hermit. So the Grail Hermit to me is that sense of learning. To me, it's that sense of isolation. I think this is really important for me, to something I need to do alone. Next card is the Grail Hollow, and that to me is about new beginnings. So maybe it's about new beginnings in regards to my feelings. And then we've got Spear 9. Now Spear 9 to me is that sense of being able to persevere, to keep going even when things seem tough. But let's have a look and see what it says in the book. Now the first one we look at is the Hermit. So we're going to have a look and see what it says about the Hermit. Let's have a look here. So what you need to do is take out what 3 cards have you chosen, and then have a look at what they mean for you. Okay, the Grail Hermit. The Grail Hermit sits near his hermitage. His dove sits on a menor or pillar stone. Because the quest is for everyone, he is the servant of both the old and new spiritual traditions. His role is to counsel seekers on their quest, providing spiritual hospitality, rest and reinvigoration, as well as time to refocus. Let's have a look at the words. Guidance, spiritual truth, wise counsel, introspection, space for reassessment, maturity, conscience, companionship of one's guardian angel or companion spirit. That's interesting. So the Grail tradition in Arthurian legend springs from 2 sources: from the native stories about the cauldron and various regenerative vessels, and from the apocryphal stories which grew up from the amalgamation of pagan and Christian traditions, like the emblems that have been carved in this pre-Christian pillar stone. I'm not going to go through and read all that, what it says here, because I think it's about you reading through and having a look at yourself. But I do want to think, what guidance has been offered here? What seeks to be born in silence? And what illumination are you seeking? That's important when I look at, what's important in this course. So it's obviously about seeking guidance. It's interesting. So let's have a look at the Grail. Sorry, Grail Hollow. The Grail Hollow appears over a mountain stream. So the words are fertility, abundance, beauty, joy, pregnancy, nurture, healing, gladness, compassion, and universal love. It's interesting. So where is your love committed? Fulfillment, fertility, and joy. Interesting. And what's the other one? Spear 9. And the words for Spear 9 is enduring strength, difficulties ahead, laying down reserves, preparation against adversity with a risk assessment. So what keeps you persevering? So it's definitely that feeling of perseverance. It's definitely what I got. And that sense of new beginning, of fulfillment, and that wise counsel. Interesting. So that's the beginning. That's sort of what I need to do to begin with. Okay, so 1 minute. I'm just going to separate the cards into ready for the next stage of learning this, the Tarot Companion spread. 1 minute. Okay, we continue with this as we look at the lesser power. Then we have the court cards, and then the greater power. Okay, so let's have a look at my blog and just double check what my daily companion spread. The lesser power card is what experience will I learn from today. So let's have a look and see what experience will I learn from today. And so Stone Hollow to look at. Okay, the court card, who will be my guide today? The Sword Knight. Who will be my teacher today with the greater power? Ooh, interesting. 7 with Pridwin. Okay, so let's have a look here. Okay. As we look at the Hallowquest, the Arthurian Tarot. So let's have a look at the Stone Hollow for the Minor Arcana. So what's my experience today? Experience today talks about wisdom, spiritual treasures, consolidation, a well-being, prosperity, instinct, and natural law. Where is your hidden treasure? So I think it's about that wisdom or knowledge that I gained today. That's my experience. Okay, so Sword Knight will be my guide. Lancelot salutes with adorn with his upraised. Okay, an incisive, fair, skillful person who champions the weak, unsought for help and restitution. So what is being championed? So he's someone who's skillful. So he's my guide who's skillful. Okay, so who's the teacher? Pridwin. And that is 7. Pridwin, okay. The Chariot. Okay, Victory will be my teacher. Victory, self-confidence, self-discipline, achievement, travel, determination, courage, movement, and imagination. Questions are, where are we going? So where am I going? What are my limits? And where does self-control come in? Interesting, what are my limits? Okay, so that's quite an interesting thought for today. So I'm going to try and vlog this when I can. So that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded as I go into more detail about this Hallowquest. This is just the first part that we want to look at. Okay, that's it from me. Take care. Blessed be.